Hello, hello, my friends. Jump on, say hello. We are going to do some card readings tonight. So I am Jody Harvilla from Fargo, North Dakota. I am a psychic medium. Feel free to share on your walls if guided. And when you jump on, go ahead and say hi in the comments. I'm using StreamYard tonight. And so if you're not registered at StreamYard.com, then I can still see your comments, but I can't see your name. There we go. Now I see y'all popping on. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Miss Ellen, good to see you again. Mandy and Dana. Miss Jill, hello, hello. Hope you're all staying warm. It's getting cold here. We have a big cold front coming in for the next week or so. So the she shed is going to be lots of fire going on. Did y'all see what my husband wrote for me? I'll show it to you. He had to mansplain this to me because I know, but apparently he thinks I need to know. So he put secret at the top. This is his secret formula for starting a fire. And he had to draw me a picture and then tell me to put the dry pine on the bottom, the hardwood in the middle, and then a big piece on top, because then my fire will be perfect. And he left it on my desk this morning for me to find. So just in case you need to know that. All right, now you got all sorts of people jumping on. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Miss Pam, good to see you. I'm glad you finally caught me. I'm actually going to be live tomorrow night too. Let me just double check the time here. Hold on a second. I'm actually going to be on tomorrow night. I forgot to post it again today. I better do that. With Miss Rachel Elizabeth for Crystal Clear Thursday. I'm going to be a guest on her show. It's going to be 7 p.m. my time. So 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific, but 7 p.m. my time. So I will be on live again tomorrow, and we're going to be talking about the intuitive scavenger hunt, which I'll talk about tonight as well, and probably draw some cards or do some readings or something with her too. Yeah, she's fantastic. She makes beautiful, beautiful, beautiful jewelry. So it will be much fun tomorrow night as well. All right. Yay. I'm glad so many of you showed up. Okay. So I am going to use this as a little bit of a teaching moment and something I learned over the years. So most of you on here know that I just really was not feeling well this weekend. And so I canceled. I was going to do this on Sunday night on the Chinese New Year. And I just didn't feel good. And I haven't felt good most of the week. And so I gave myself till tonight because I thought, oh, I'll be better by Wednesday. And I'm still not quite where I feel healthy enough to do a whole bunch of readings, but we're still going to do readings. I'm just going to do them different. So instead of doing a bunch of mediumship readings and things like that, I'm going to do more card drawings tonight. Now, the teaching moment. Couple years ago, I think it was when it was either after my dad passed or both times. I think it's when my dad passed and I got COVID. And I learned if I don't start listening to my body, I will just get more sick. And so I kind of promised myself, and I've actually said this for a long time. I don't always follow it, but I'm getting much better with it. But if I'm not up to par, like I'm not going to push through because it ends up hurting me worse, even though I don't want to disappoint all of you that showed up that maybe wanted to get readings from your loved ones because I can feel you all. And so then I never wanted to disappoint people, except then I would sacrifice my health and well-being because I didn't want to disappoint somebody. And that kind of sucks too. So I will do some card readings tonight, and I promise it'll be fun. But I'm not going to do a bunch of mediumship readings tonight because I'm just not feeling up to it. But I didn't want to cancel again either because sometimes doing this work actually helps me feel better. And so I went a little bit back and forth this afternoon because, when you wake up and you feel better, and then by the afternoon, you're like, oh shit, I'm not quite there. That's kind of how my day was. So I wanted to use it as a teaching moment that we got to put our health and well-being first, and always put it first. And I'm a pusher througher and have been for years and years and years. My husband's even worse. I think he worked at Grandma's restaurant for, I don't know, 20 years. I saw him call in sick maybe twice. One time I made him call in because he was literally throwing up. And I'm like, you can't work in a kitchen and be puking. Gross. But yes, I need to be healthy. I want to be healthy for all of you. And so I'm not going to push myself tonight, but we are still going to do some reading, some fun. I got all my decks out. We'll do it in a fun way. But I thought it's a good teaching moment because I know a lot of you guys also struggle with this because I've watched you. I've watched a lot of you really, really frustrate yourselves and push through and end up paying the price yourself instead of just letting people know where you were. And yes, disappointment sucks. I don't like disappointing anybody. If you've ever had to have me cancel a session, y'all know how shitty I feel about it. And I also am really, really, really protective about my health. So yes, we're going to honor my body. I'm going to honor all you as best I can tonight. And I promise I'll come back and do another free reading night really soon in the next couple weeks when I'm feeling a little bit better. All right. So you're all okay with that piece? Thank you. And so many of you sent me like good wishes, and that always makes me feel better too. So thank you. Yeah. And I'm not like super sick or anything. So I'm fine, but just not 100%. Okay. Yeah. Right, Ellen? Exactly. It's more important not to disappoint yourself, because that's where people get really angry with themselves. They think they're angry at the other people, but really that disappointment is because you've let yourself down. And I'm just not doing that. Getting better at boundaries, huh? All right. Yep, I'm a little bit tired. Yep. I don't know. I think you just came on, Janice, but I was just telling people that I'm using this as a little bit of a learning, teaching moment. Because I was going to come on and do readings, and I usually do mediumship and all that kind of stuff. And tonight I'm just not feeling up to it. So we're going to do card readings instead. But I wanted to use it as a teaching moment so that people, it's almost like you need to see a bunch of people do that and like choose themselves before you start trusting that, oh, I can choose my health first. I'm sorry I disappointed you, but you know what? I'm going to choose my health first. Because it's not what we're usually taught, right? We're usually taught like push through, show up, people are expecting you, you can't disappoint them. And it's just not okay. Not in today's world, right? We got enough going on. We can be kind to ourselves. So yeah, I probably look a little peaked even. Right? I know we all need to, and and I think it's really good to be surrounded with people that are kind of walking through the same thing. And like I said, I know many of you. And I know lots of you would show up and just push through and pay for it after. And so we're just not going to do that. Yeah, see, yep. Zaina said I retired to take control of my health. And it's a big piece about intuition too. We have a lot of intuition stuff coming up. So I'm going to be doing my scavenger hunt coming up, which I love, love, love doing the scavenger hunt. So if you haven't signed up, make sure you get signed up. I'll put the link up in a minute here. But when you're learning how to do energy work, so my first probably 10 years of doing this work, I was sick a lot. I got sick all the time. And it was because I wasn't managing my health and the energy that I was working in every day. Because I'm not working in happy, happy, joy, joy energy every day, right? People are usually struggling, or there's been a death and there's grief and there's pain, and it's all that kind of stuff. And it's not that we don't have joy and fun, but majority of that energy I work in is tough stuff. And so, number one, I wasn't managing my energy well. Number two, I wasn't taking care of my health. Number three, I was pushing through. So I was sick all the time. And I got really tired of being tired and tired of being sick. And so I actually haven't been sick since I had COVID a couple years ago. Not like, I don't think I've actually had a cold or anything, because it really was a shifting point where I started to really take care of my health. And it's it's been a major difference. So I just wanted to put that reminder out. I know you do, Danny. I was looking at you, sister. But you are not the only one. So I figured it's something I struggle with at times because nobody likes to disappoint anybody. But I don't like disappointing myself either. So that's where it kind of came down to. I can't be my whole self if I'm not trusting spirit to guide me on what's needed rather than what my head said was supposed to be. That's right. That's right. And all day, my spirit's kind of like, are you sure you're going to do this? You sure you're feeling good enough? You sure you want to do this? And I was like, ugh. And I didn't want to cancel. I knew right away I didn't want to cancel. But I did ask, what's a different way that we could do this that's not so hard on my energy and still can have some fun for my people? Yep, expect to be at your job no matter what. Oh yeah. I when I was pregnant with Keaton, oh, my boss was such an angel. He was so great, Pete. He was so great. So I did executive recruiting for a while, and this gentleman hired me. I was sitting at the table and we were at a restaurant in town. I can't think of the name right now. And he was eating and he's like, aren't you going to eat? And I was like, no, I'm fine. And I puked all day with my son, all day, all night. Like it was 24/7. It was awful. And and he was talking about this job opening and I was like, yep, that sounds great. And he's like, okay. And I said, I'm really grateful for this, but I have to be super honest. Like I'm going to throw up right now. So I need to leave like now. But can I just call you later or whatever? And he started laughing and he's like, you do look a little green. And he goes, if you need to come in later or you need to do or leave the office or whatever until this baby comes, please know that you have the freedom to do that. Thank God. But it was like the first boss I had that gave me that freedom to come and go a little bit as I needed to because I wasn't feeling well. And that, again, really, really good lesson for me. So you do have to put yourself first, you guys. I'm so glad I brought this up. See, this is why it probably happened. I'll probably feel fantastic tomorrow, but I needed to put this out there. You guys aren't alone. It's okay to not sacrifice yourself, health, wealth, in your mental health, in your physical health, in your financial health. Like it's okay not to sacrifice yours for somebody else's. And I, as a sacrificer. And I think a lot of women, I think that's just kind of an expectation. It doesn't need to be an expectation, but it is something and it's not just our parents' generation, like that goes way back. Right. And so, it's okay to start taking care of yourself. And the energy of 2023, you guys, is about going within. It is about discovering what you need. It is about kind of coming in a little closer and pay attention. What do I need? Do I need a day today? Do I need to cancel clients today? Do I need this? It's a great year to start to kind of look at that kind of stuff and see, because it's hard to walk through it by yourself. You like don't know you have permission. I've heard Sunny in my head, I don't know how many times, like, you have permission to choose yourself. And I'm like, oh God, I do. So sometimes you need a little support on that piece too. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Like I said, I'm not going to be on super long tonight. I do apologize for that. I know a lot of people have been excited, but I will come back, I promise. And yep, a lot of people, it is very hard to put yourself first. At least for me, it was. For me, it really was hard to learn because it felt so selfish. And it's self-care. It's not selfish. And it's okay to be a little selfish. I actually kind of changed my dynamic of what I thought selfish is. And I'm okay to be selfish. I'm okay for that. I'm okay for my kids to be selfish and my husband to be selfish. Like, I'm okay with that because that means we're taking care of ourselves. So yeah, I am feeling better, just not quite where I want to be. Not enough to do as many readings as I normally do on a night like this. So what we're going to do is I think I'm going to do 4 decks. I have 4 decks. Okay. Okay. That's what we're going to do. I have 4 decks and I'm going to pick a card from each deck. And, I want you, don't pick your numbers yet because I don't have them set yet. And I want you to sit with, and maybe we just do a fun little question to keep it open. Maybe it's just, what do the cards need to tell me tonight? Or what do I need to know? But I want you to sit and put your hand on your heart a little bit and get your energy settled. Hey, Miss Brandy. Hello, hello. We're going to do some card draws tonight. So I have 4 decks, and I'm going to have you pick the numbers 1, 2, 3, or 4. And I'm going to pick a card from each deck, and we'll do it that way. And if you pick and then I'll let you know how many cards I'm going to pick, okay? Because I think a couple of them might have more than one card. They keep wanting to be shifted around on my desk so you guys don't know which is which. That's hilarious. Okay. And while you guys are picking your numbers, I'm just going to grab that link so I have it later. All right. So you're going to pick between 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you want to pick more than one deck, you certainly can. If you want to pick 2 decks, I don't care. Whatever your guidance is. We will not set a bunch of rules. Getting there, Mary. Those that are just joining me, I'm not feeling super up to par. So we were just having a conversation about choosing myself. I didn't want to disappoint people, but I also don't want to burn myself out. And so we're going to do some card readings instead of me doing a bunch of mediumship readings, because it just takes a little bit more out of me. And I'm just not feeling it. So we were having a good discussion about choosing your health and well-being over other people's disappointment. And that one's a tough one. So if you're just joining us, pick a card or pick a deck. So I got 4 decks, 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then I will pick the cards as Spirit guides me for your message. And you can pick more than one deck. I don't care. Go ahead and put it in the comments. Yep. Learning to take care of myself first, right? As everyone is. Good, good, good. I see all the numbers coming in. Yay. And it's funny, the decks keep wanting to move around. It's super funny. I like when they talk to me. So the decks that we're using are all decks that I have created. So they're all for purchase on my website. All right, there we go. Well, certainly we have a good crowd tonight. I am sorry I'm not doing mediumship tonight, friends. I know a lot of you showed up for that. But I promise I'll come back and do that another night when I'm more sassy. They're much better readings when I'm sassy, I promise. Oh, some people are changing their deck changing their guess when I moved around. All right, let me see which deck wants to go first here. Okay. So I got 4 decks, 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you're just jumping on, you can pick 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't care. As many as you want. And I'm going to go through and see how many cards they want me to draw for your reading. Okay, so first deck that we're going to use is my Wonderment deck. Hold on, needs to be shuffled a little bit. My Wonderment deck, actually, it's funny that this deck, this is my Wonderment deck. This deck one of the reasons I created this deck was at expos and stuff. I was doing so many readings because we do them just back to back to back because we want to do as many as we can. And I was so wiped out after I did expos. And so once I started using my deck at expos, it was so much easier on my energy because I still had all the messages in my hand. I just didn't have to work as hard. And so it's funny when I thought about tonight, I thought, oh, I should just use the Wonderment deck. Of course, that's why I made it in the first place. Yeah, it's my baby. My first baby. Okay, so if you picked the Wonderment deck, hold on, let me pick a couple cards here. Okay, I got 3 cards for you. All right. So deck number 1, if you picked, we're doing card draws tonight instead of me doing a bunch of readings because I wasn't feeling well. And so I still wanted to come on though. And so pick number 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then I'm picking cards from the deck and doing the readings that way. Okay. All right. So if you picked deck number 1, it's my Wonderment deck. That's my very first deck. And the first card that I pulled was the light bulb. So that means ideas are coming. Okay. New ideas, new insights, maybe new way to do things. Like tonight would be a great example. Like a new way to do things is to say, hey, I don't feel like doing mediumship. I'm not feeling well. So a different way that I can do this is da, 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 da. So a little bit of flexibility is coming in as well. And so when you get the light bulb card, what it says is big ideas are on the way. Be open to them and find a quiet place each day for meditation or prayer to allow the ideas to flow. So my question would be, do you leave some space for the ideas to even come in? So I have a lot of people that call me and they want this insight from spirit. And I'm like, okay, well, what time of the day is your quiet time? What time of the day do you sit down and kind of allow some of that energy to come in? And they're like, I don't know, I'm busy all day. I don't meditate. I don't pray. I don't get quiet. And I'm like, well, you got to make some room for spirit somewhere, right? So first card from the Wonderment deck is a light bulb. From your ideas, this is why I like this deck. From your ideas, you are going to have some freedom. Okay. So you might want to sit in your space and ask yourself, where do I not feel free in my life? Where are things feeling stuck, or where am I feeling trapped, or where are things just not feeling good for me? And when you get quiet, some inspiration will come up, and then that will create some freedom for you. Isn't that good? It's good reading. And also, a great thing you can do is make sure when you are doing this and trying to create this, that you listen to music, because that helps to raise your vibration. Music is one of the easiest things that you guys can do to raise your vibration. Easy as pie. And so you pick music that moves you, and it can move you to tears. It can move you to laughter. It can make you sing and dance, like whatever it is. But a lot of times these 3 things work together. So you need the time to get the ideas. The ideas create the freedom that you're wanting. And then the music keeps your vibration in a state that you can carry through on those ideas and create the freedom. That's really cool. I love that. Okay, so that was deck number 1. Okay. Deck number 2 is my ABCs of affirmations. This is actually one of my best sellers at expos and stuff. And I think it's because of the size. It's got a ton of cards in it, but it's also smaller than the regular decks. So this one sells a lot, actually. ABCs of affirmations. And this one just has a ton of awesome affirmations on it. So let me see what deck number 2, what your messages are. Oops. Okay. Oh, those are good cards too. Also 3 cards. Okay, so if you picked number 2, your affirmations, and these are affirmations, so you might either want to watch the replay and grab them, or if you have pen and pencil. So the first one is, today I allow myself to grow and expand. So today I allowed myself to grow and expand because I chose to set a boundary, let you guys know what my boundary was, knowing some people will be a little bit disappointed in it, and chose my health first, right? So growing and expanding is good for you. Okay, today I allow myself to grow and expand. This one I love. because I think we all need more of this. Today, I will choose fun. Do you know that you have to choose fun every day? Do you know that? I didn't know that. And when I was really trying to create more fun in my life, someone told me that. They're like, well, you need to choose that. I'm like, well, what do you mean? They're like, yeah, it's a choice. You can choose to feel like shit every day, or you can choose to have some fun, or you can choose to see good things, or you can choose to see the shitty things. And I was like, all right, well, I'm going to have some fun today. That's my choice. I really practice this one a lot on vacation because it's way easier on vacation sometimes than your kind of day-to-day stuff. But this is a really great affirmation for day-to-day too. Today I will choose fun. And your third one, if you picked deck number 2, and I love this because of what's coming up. Today I will choose to listen to my intuition. And the year of 2023 is about learning to listen. It's about learning to listen to yourself and your intuition. All day long, my intuition was tapping me on the shoulder. You don't feel well. You're not up to par. You're going to get worse. Don't do this all day. So are you listening to your intuition? And my intuition scavenger hunt that's coming up, we started on the 5th, on the full moon in February. We are going to do a week. It's a free, fun thing that we do. And each day you get intuition clues. And then you go out and we send you out in the world to go see what cool shit can happen for you. And then you report back to us. It's really fun activity. I've done it for a couple of years now, and I love doing it. So using your intuition. Okay. So you're going to grow and expand. You're going to choose fun. Whoop, there we go. And you're going to listen to your intuition. Okay. Love it. All right. If you picked number 3, here, let me put this link in here. I'm going to forget. And we would love some help in spreading the word about the scavenger hunt. I'd love to have tons of people in that. It makes it just even more magical. Okay, there we go. And I'll post that link elsewhere as well. Okay, if you pick deck number 3, you are naughty. We got the naughty spirit cards. My number 1 seller, my naughty spirit dude. And I have some really cool, fun thing to show you that's going to go with the Naughty Spirit calendar, but it's not here yet, so I can't show you. But it's coming. All right, let's see what Naughty Spirit has to say to you ladies. All right. So if you have small ears in the house, little kids, you might want to plug their ears or mute me, one of the two. Okay, so also 3 cards. I think everyone's going to get 3 cards tonight. So if you pick deck number 3, first, you got to take a breath. Take a breath, friends. Take a breath. Do you know how often women don't breathe? I can't tell you how many classes where I'm like, oh my Lord, you people need to take a breath, because if you're not breathing, I can feel that and then I can't breathe. So you just got to take a breath. And a lot of times, if you could just get yourself to take a breath, you can bring yourself back into kind of a calmer spot, and then you can be more responsive instead of reactive. Okay, I'm a reactive girl, so I often am taking deep breaths, especially with my boys. Okay, number 2, and I think these all go together, right? So first you got to take a breath, and then you have to get out of your way. Isn't that annoying? Isn't that an annoying message sometimes? You have to get out of your way. How often do we get in our own way? Oh, I want to choose myself tonight. I don't want to do a bunch of mediumship readings because I'll feel terrible through the weekend. And, oh, but everyone's going to be so disappointed and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And my head goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. Nope. I'm not going to do that. Right? Get out of your own way. You are typically your worst enemy. I always tell people, so my asshole voice lives right here. My spirit talks to me here. My mediumship comes in here. My asshole talks to me here. We'll talk more about that in the intuition scavenger hunt and spirit school and stuff like that. But the asshole voice is the one you don't want to listen to. This is the one that typically gets in your way. This is the one that starts to create all the stories so that you're not listening to this. Okay? All right. And number 3, once you get out of your way, then you need to spread your wings and fly. Okay, spread your wings and fly. You just love naughty spirit. Just love it. Okay, so first you got to breathe. Get yourself in your body. Figure out how you're self-sabotaging yourself. That's what this is. And you know what? You want to know how you self-sabotage yourself. That is so educational and so it's like gold, knowing what you do to sabotage yourself. Because once you know, you can figure out different ways on how not to do that. And that was probably that is such, like, for me, I'm really good at self-sabotaging. Like, I was an expert at that. And so when I finally started to pay attention to, like, oh, when this happens, I do this, and then I do this, and it's a whole cycle, then I know how to break the cycle. So it's very handy to learn how to get out of your own way, because then you can fly, right? Okay. Another favorite deck. I love all my decks. I know I keep saying that. So if you picked deck 4, that is my Fearless Spirit deck. I think it's so pretty. We actually move a lot of these too at the expos because they have really strong affirmations. Plus, if you don't like swearing, this is a good deck if you're not into naughty spirit. Yep. Once you know, then you can fly. That's right, Miss Pam. Okay. If you pick deck number 4. Ooh. Ooh. Fun. Okay. Okay. If you pick deck number 4, hold on. They all kind of spilled out here. This is a good one. If you pick number 4, your affirmation. How many people are learning about their value this year? Can't tell you how many clients that have said these words. I am learning that I have value. Or I'm learning my value. I'm learning that I am valuable. It's a big one. I am fearlessly valuable. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Once you learn that you're valuable and you start to learn that, then today you can be fearless. And you just got to do it one step at a time. You know, I'm a leaper. I know a lot of you are leapers. We're kind of all or nothing. We're either all in or we don't do any of it. And learning to take baby steps, that has been a huge, huge exercise for me to move my life forward, not just my business. It's definitely helped my business, but to move my health forward. You know, when I had COVID, I started with a trainer last year because my health was just shit after I had COVID. And I remember telling Barb, I was like, listen, I don't think I can get through a 30-minute workout with you, because she's strong and she doesn't over push people, but she's a strong workout. And I said, I don't even think I can do that. And she goes, oh, well, we're just going to do one step at a time and see how you do. And then if you need to take a break between steps, we're just going to do that. And I was like, I get why I'm working with you. Okay. All right. So first you learn your value. Then you start taking some steps, or maybe you decide you want to learn your value and then you take some steps. And then your inspirations create your spirit. My inspirations create a fearless spirit. Isn't that true? Isn't that so true? If you get inspired and your inspiration is so strong and you actually follow it, you don't have that fear. You have that fearless energy, and you might still have the fear, but your inspiration is so strong, it cancels out the fear, or you just do it scared. That's what I do. I just, oh, yeah, I'm afraid of it, but I'm going to do it anyways. Right? Isn't it so good? Okay, so just a review. Yep, I'm going to do that right now, Cindy. I just heard you in my head saying, can you do them one more time? So if you, Pamela, good. Yep. Fear is a strong one, my friends. That's why I always have Fearless February. We do a lot of things in February to build up your intuition, to create that fearless spirit within, to let that fearless spirit out. We do a lot of stuff in February for that. So February is always Fearless February. Okay, deck number 1. If you pick deck number 1, you got the light bulb. So ideas are coming. And when the ideas come, it opens up some freedom for you. And to help you maintain your energy, you listen to some music. Okay, that's number 1, the light bulb, the flag, which to me is often freedom, and music. Okay, number 2 was allow yourself to grow and expand. You're going to choose some fun. And you're going to choose to listen to your intuition. Okay. Number 3. Oh, I got them backwards. First, you're going to take a breath. Okay. Once you take a breath, you can figure out that you're sabotaging yourself. You're going to get out of your way. Okay. And then you're going to spread your wings and you're going to fly. Okay. And then number 4. Nope, I got those backwards too. You're going to decide that you're valuable, because y'all are. You're going to start taking some steps into that. And then your inspirations are going to create your spirit. Is that fun? See, that was fun. That was very fun. I love it. That's right, Linda. Oh, I'll take the Reiki. Thank you. Oh, Miranda, she said, I actually saw the 4th deck with flowers before I showed it. See, your intuition's working for you. Okay, so here's what coming up, my friends. On February 5th is the full moon. So we're going to have our full moon group clearing that evening. But that morning, we're going to kick off the intuition scavenger hunt. And I've done this before. If you've done it, maybe put a little comment how fun it was, because there's a lot of people that just do it with me every year. And when you do the intuition scavenger hunt, it's fun because it's like a little class. I try to keep the videos really short, though, because I know people are really busy, but we want to get some points across. And then we give you something to be an observation of and to look for that day as a sign from spirit. And we do it in a bunch of different ways. A lot of the different things it's a great way to practice. And I think people need to learn how to practice using their intuition. And so we created the 7-day intuition scavenger hunt. And so that's going to start, you can sign up for it, and you don't have to sign up for it, but I would sign up for it because that way you can get all the videos, you get in for the prizes, you get all that kind of stuff. We are asking this year if you could help us share the link for people to sign up so we get a nice, big, huge group. That's always really helpful for us when you guys do that. Small businesses, that's how our word is spread, is from all of you guys. So if it has been fun, or you know someone that maybe is dabbling a little bit, wants to kind of get a little bit of a connection, or maybe needs a community or some friendships and things like that, please share the links. We're going to have some media stuff that you can share as well. So we're going to make it a really fun week. And so right now we're just getting everyone signed up for it. So if you can go onto the link and get your butt signed up, that'd be great. There's a fun little thing in there that is a little extra offer that you want to take a look at that I'm not putting out publicly yet. But those that sign up for it will see what it is. So it's kind of fun. Yes, Joanne said, I love the intuition class. So much fun. Roberta as well. I know there was a couple other comments there. So if you have questions on that, or you get stuck on anything on that, make sure you let us know. go ahead and just email me at jody@jodyharvilla.com. Otherwise, tomorrow night, I'll be here live again. I'm going to be with Rachel Elizabeth. She is having me on her show as a guest, and we're going to talk about the scavenger hunt, intuition, maybe some naughty spirit stuff, and have a good time. So if you need a little spirit hit tomorrow night, please join us again at 7 Central. And then I will reschedule another reading night so I can come on and actually do some readings for you guys. I promise I will do that once I feel a little bit better, and we'll go from there. So your goal is to share the scavenger hunt, sign up for the scavenger hunt, and join us for the scavenger hunt. Okay, that is our next thing that we're going to be doing. All right, friends. Okay, guys, I'm going to take off. Thank you for understanding. Oh, Linda, thank you. Yeah, Naughty Spirit Night. What am I thinking? So yeah, we have our Naughty Spirit class coming up. See, I have to come on live again because I got to remind you guys of that. So that is going to be on the 31st of January. Okay, that is on the 31st of January, and that is with the Naughty Spirit quiz. We're going to go through all the personalities, and that I'm actually really looking forward to that one. It's super fun, and so I'll put those links so you guys know what's going on. You can also sign up for my email list because then it just comes to your email. And we'll get you in for that too. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot about that. Thanks for bringing that up. All right, friends. It was a fun quiz. Wasn't it fun? I loved it. All right, friends. I'm going to go. I am wearing down. Thank you for understanding tonight. I very much appreciate that. Hopefully I gave a few of you some permission to pick yourselves first as well, especially if you're not feeling great. I do feel good that we got to do this though, because it was really fun. And I got to see everyone, which is always fun for me. So I will be back. I will see you soon. Get your butt signed up for the Intuition Scavenger Hunt, and have a great week. Bye, guys. See ya.